Hey guys, hope you're well, hope you all had a great weekend. It's a bank holiday weekend, hope you're still enjoying that. Welcome to another week of HomeWODs. Right, we're now into week 10. Today's workout is number 48. It's a special weekend in the CrossFit year, as you will, the CrossFit year calendar. It is Murph weekend, okay? Probably the most famous of CrossFit workouts. All right, now Murph, if you do not know, is a 1 mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, and then another 1 mile run. It is a hero WOD, and it's a hero WOD for a reason, okay? It's a tough workout. So that being said, today's workout is going to be a variation of Murph. Now I say a variation because the full workout in itself is massive, all right, and it's only Monday, so what we want to do is have a really good week of training. We don't want to smash a full Murph, particularly if we want to get some good training in the rest of the week. All right, so before we get into it, just a little bit about Murph. Most of you will be familiar with it. It's appeared at the CrossFit Games a couple of times, but it's this weekend in particular because it's Memorial Day in the States. That's generally when they've started doing it, sometimes known as Memorial Day Murph. All right. And it is a bank holiday for us, so kind of same thing. It first appeared on CrossFit.com in August 2005, all right, so do the maths on that, 15 years ago, right, so that's how old this workout is. And when it first appeared there, the hero WODs, if you're not familiar with that, we did quite a few over Christmas, was to honour some fallen combat veterans like in the States. They're pretty big on the military type stuff over there, and that's what they do. Since then, it's kind of evolved. It became a games workout. It's been used in the UK for Help for Heroes, and just generally as a good kind of hero workout to bring the community together on an annual basis. Now, when it was first programmed, quite a common misconception is that there's an RX version and then a non-RX version that isn't. When it was first posted on .com, it was complete this workout, so the 1 mile run, the 100, 200, 300, and the 1 mile run. Partition the reps any way you like. So the 100, 200, and 300, there is no particular order to do them. You can break them up any way you like, as long as it starts and ends with the 1 mile run. Some common ones, like at the 2015 games, they did it in order, so they did 100, 200, 300. The following year, they came back and did 5 rounds of 20, 30, 40. But another one of the common ones is doing it in rounds of Sunday, so 5, 10, 15. How many rounds is that? 20 rounds of 5, 10, 15. All great strategies. I've tried a few of them myself. I wouldn't say one of them is more optimal than the other. Certainly some are harder than others though. So, that being said, our Murph today, like I say, Murph in itself is probably a good 45-minute workout. Oh, and you have to wear a weight vest if you can. So add an extra 10 or 7 kilos to yourself. Now, Murph in itself, probably for most of us, is 45 to an hour-long workout. A lot of reps, a lot of bodyweight reps, particularly if they wear the vest, and it's tough on the body, all right? Now, that's not to say it's not a great workout, it is, but it is definitely a challenge, okay? And it needs to be approached in that way, as a challenge. Now, if you're gonna hit the full Murph, and some of you will, I know some of you already have over the weekend, we just need to be prepared to adjust maybe the rest of our training that week, adapt our recovery, and adapt what we do the kind of day and stuff after that. All totally fine if you want to get after it 100%, but like I say, we're looking to add this into our weekly programme. We've got lots of other great stuff we want to get after in the rest of the week. So today, we're going to hit a half Murph, okay? And what that looks like is going to be 800 metres on the run, then we're going to do 50 pull-ups, 100 push-ups, and 150 squats, and then back out on that 800 metre run. So essentially everything just becomes halved, but we're going to stick to that same thing with the bulk of the work in the middle, the 50, 100, and 150. We can break that up any way we like, okay? So rounds of 5, 10, 15 work, or just jump between whatever feels good. I would probably recommend having some sort of strategy though, all right? Don't just go in blindly and see how the body reacts, never a good plan. So yeah, that's going to be our workout today, guys. So we'll just talk about a few scaling options, things that you can maybe throw in there. The hardest one for most of us is going to be the pull-ups. Now, of course, if you've got access to a bar, we can do pull-ups. You can also do banded pull-ups. Another really good option for this is one I've used in the very early days of doing CrossFit, something that really, and by no means it does not make it any easier, is switching out the pull-ups for like a ring row. So if you've got something, you can maybe hook around your door, maybe some towels or something, you can hook through the door, close the door and hang on to. We can substitute in that pull. As long as we're getting some sort of pull in, the one we've used a lot in the HomeWOD program is obviously the bent over row, and you can continue doing that, all right? So a couple of dumbbells or a barbell, something that's fairly heavy though, because we're trying to mimic a pull-up and do bent over rows instead of the pull-ups. Now the push-ups is high volume, it's 100. And regardless of how you break them up, they are going to catch up with you eventually. So be prepared to scale them down. Now what I would say is, pick a scaling option and try and do the whole workout at that option. So even if you know you've got, say, 10, 15, 20 really good push-ups in the tank, but you know you start to falter in those higher numbers, then scale from the beginning, okay? You're better to attack this workout at a nice consistent pace than really go for that hard option and have to keep scaling as you go, all right? So pick something early. One of my favorite options for the push-up is of course on the knees or with a med ball, but something maybe to work today is if you've got a box or a surface that's elevated, we can maybe just jump on there. The push-up, all the points of performance stay the same. Keep the hands pretty close, want the elbow staying close to the body, but all we're going to do is raise the floor up to us so that the body angle becomes a little bit higher, and we just take a little bit of weight off the upper body. So feet together, we're still going to bring the chest down to meet that object, and from there, we're just going to push out. Alright, now the height you can play with as much as required, just to take a little bit of load off, but it's still going to make it challenging for the 100. I said I was going to do these all in one take again this week, so that means me getting out of breath a little bit, just demoing a few push-ups. So 50 pull-ups, bent over rows, pulls any way you can. The 100 push-ups, scale as required, and then we're on to the squats. Now 150 squats, what's that remind you of? Karen, right? So we know what 150 squats feels like, but they can cause us a little bit of a problem. Now where the problem comes from is actually a discussion that came up at the weekend, some good chat. Is the lower back blowing up on your squats, particularly when you're trying to blast through 150 of them, all right? There is a few things at play here, just general fatigue. It's a big workout, but the combination of the run and the squats definitely gets you. If any guys did the workout where we did the 400 meter run and the 50 air squats, you'll know what we're talking about. It definitely gets you. So what we need to work at is really trying to mitigate that as much as we can. There are a few things we can do, okay? So with the air squat, we bang on about this stuff all the time, all right? We're always trying to improve that squat. In an ideal world, our squat, feet are just outside the hips, but we're always looking to keep that chest up, and this is one of the reasons why, okay? Obviously we want to sound the can through the whole squat, and we're always trying to do it, but by keeping the chest up, we get in a nice squat position, hips below parallel, and then we stand, all right? Now what we tend to see happen, and we see it most in Murph just because there's a shitload of squats, is the chest falls. Okay, now when the chest falls, we always end up in this position standing. So if we allow the chest to fall in a squat, we need to do a hinge movement to get back up, and that's where a lot of that pressure comes in the lower back. So it tends to look like this: we squat, the chest comes over, we then squat, we can still hit below parallel, then usually the hips rise first, then we end up here where we need to then hinge to stand up. Now in full speed it would look like this here. Now it may look as if we're just going through some good squats, but as you can see, when my chest faces the floor here, I'm having to stand it back up. Now multiply that by 150, we're going to feel a lot in the back there, alright? So, do your best. Warm-up's going to be key here. Make sure we get some squat therapy in, make sure we get the hips nice and open, get the glutes active and loose. Do as much as we can to get them nice and open, alright? It's really going to help us there and get loosened up. Do not underestimate this workout, even though it's a half Murph, do not underestimate it whatsoever, but really get after it, okay? We should be looking at a probably 20-25 minute workout if we can get after it in the right way, if we get some good scaling options. So a great workout for a Monday, but again, by all means, if any of you guys want to challenge yourself with the full Murph, let's do that too, but just be aware of how the rest of your week looks. Alright guys, so half Murph on a Monday, it's a bank holiday, take it outside if we can, if the weather's good. Any questions or additional scaling options you need, hit us up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.